facts about Jupiter for you to digest. Number 10. The biggest planet. In fact, it's quite larger than every other planet in the solar system. Jupiter comes in with a radius of 43,441 miles or 69,911 kilometers, which is almost 10,000 miles or 16,000 kilometers larger than the next largest planet, Saturn. In comparison to our lovely little planet, it would take 11.2 Earths laid side by side to match the diameter of Jupiter. It's believed that Jupiter's massive size is responsible for directing the paths of smaller objects within the solar system, either sending comets or asteroids into or away from the inner solar system. Thanks, Jupiter, you're awesome. Number 9. 5 times farther. If you look at a map of the solar system, you'll find that Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are relatively close to one another and are within 150 million miles or 249 million kilometers from the Sun. Then there's Jupiter, which just had to be completely different and separate itself from the initial planetary quartet by approximately 300 million miles or 482 million kilometers. At its closest proximity, Jupiter is around 460 million miles or 741 million kilometers from the Sun, making it nearly 5 times farther away from the Sun than Earth. Its extended distance means Jupiter takes just about 12 Earth years to orbit the Sun. Number 8. Shortened days. Regardless of the 12-year orbital period, Jupiter actually has much shorter days than Earth. Where we Earthlings experience a 24-hour cycle, Jovians get to enjoy a day that's 9 hours and 56 minutes long. Why the shortened cycle? We're so glad you asked. It's all about how fast the planet spins. But since Jupiter doesn't have surface features to monitor rotation off of, and the storms move way too fast for accurate readings, scientists had to base this figure off of Jupiter's magnetic field using radio emissions. It's still not entirely accurate, as different parts of Jupiter, such as the equator, rotate at different speeds and have slightly deviated day cycles. Number 7. The gassy planet. Well, we've all had those days where yesterday's extravagant dinner turns into a day of gaseous regret. But poor Jupiter goes through that on a daily basis. Jupiter is one of 2 gas giants in the solar system, comprised primarily of hydrogen and helium at an approximate ratio of 90 to 10% respectively. Jupiter is one big gaseous ball, so much so that if you tried to land on the planet's surface, you'd be sorely disappointed. What scientists consider the surface of Jupiter is just the point where the atmospheric pressure is at an equivalent to Earth's. Number 6. Jupiter is home to damaging storms. 2 facts ago, we mentioned how Jupiter experiences fast-moving storms, but there's so much more to know about the giant's weather. On top of being fast-moving, storms on Jupiter can grow to cover substantial areas and be incredibly damaging. We're talking about growth of up to thousands of miles or kilometers wide within just a few hours. The planet's